Yo, what's up everybody? Twilley's 2 cents here, and I have a brand new video for you guys. So you want to stay right here because I am about to mention some amazing fragrances in a new series that I would like to call Next Up. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the video. So what next up is going to be the fragrances that I have on my list that I am looking to acquire next. And with these fragrances, what I'm doing now is that I'm only really digging into the fragrances that I know I'm going to wear, that I personally enjoy, instead of just going out there and grabbing an okay fragrance and being like, I wear it like here and there, like once or twice every 2 months or something like that. So these fragrances that are coming up are fragrances that I know I want to get a ton of use out of, all things that I have sampled, because I kind of like cut back on the blind buying and stuff like that, being more smart with the money. And as well, just to give you guys a little tippy tip, when I do purchase my fragrances, I do not pay full price. Well, I do pay full price, but I pay full price over time. I like to use afterpay instead of going in and chucking in a whole bunch of money at one time. Money management is the name of the game. So if you are one of those that are new to acquiring fragrances and things like that, make sure you take care of your money management first, because this is a hobby and I do consider fragrances art because I am a musician. I just think that fragrances are art for the nose, and it's something that I rather enjoy. So you definitely want to make sure that you're smart with your money. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into these fragrances that will be next up in my collection. And also, when I do acquire these full bottles, they will be full reviews on them. So what do we have? Okay, so first up, a lot of these fragrances will be coming from Alexandria Fragrances. Man, these things that I have tested out, I have smelled the original of most of them. Even though this is like an inspired by house, they do some amazing work with the fragrances that they do create. So starting up, let's kick this thing off with No Shade for Nomad. And this one right here is inspired by Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomad, which out of all of these, I have not smelled the original of Ombre Nomad. But when it comes to sampling Louis Vuittons, I don't really usually see those samples on the sites that I get them from. But with this one right here, I definitely love this right here. It's, to me, you have some fruitiness in the background. It's a dry, smoky type of scent, something that's good for the evening times. And I know that this thing right here shines in the fall and winter time as well. Just amazing stuff. Good projection, as well as a lot of other Alexandria fragrances that are on this list. All of project well, they perform well, and to me are right up there with the originals. So No Shade for Nomad, definitely one that I've been really enjoying. This thing has a sexiness to it, and yeah, you get a bit of that dry smokiness with some fruity flavors. Definitely love this one. Also, quick side note, in the future when I do these next up videos, there won't be as many fragrances. I know today I have about 10 plus or something like that, but yeah, for the future videos I'm gonna keep it down to 5, that way the video isn't so long. But yeah, to speed things up a little bit, I'm going to talk about these two at the same time next. And what we have is the Brooklyn Fragrance Lover scent, which is inspired by Kilian's Angel Share, and we have Apple Crumb, which I think is inspired by Parfums de Marley Wojan. And with these, I kind of get the same vibe, the same kind of scent profile, except this one right here, you get a dose of apple in it. I definitely love Kilian's Angel Share, one of the fragrances that I had on my list, but I think where I'm at right now, paying about $200 for a 50 ml, for me just ain't gonna cut it. And with Alexandria Fragrances, you can get a full bottle presentation for about less than $110. So definitely, man, this thing right here gives me the same vibes as Angel Share. I have tested Angel Share, and it was a while for me when I smelled that one, and when I got the sample of this one, and I had some time to wear it and sample it, I was like, yeah, it really ain't no need for me to go out there and dish out $200 for a 50 ml. Now I can get 100 ml of this, and it still smells just as good as the original. And you know, Parfums de Marley Wojan, this right here smells fantastic as well. And both of these, yeah, it's a no-brainer for me that it's about to be a lot of Alexandria fragrances on the list. These things are, again, some sexy date night fragrances and also some cooler weather fragrances, but to me they smell so fantastic that I would just wear them anytime I feel like wearing them. But definitely two great fragrances. Let's keep it going. Okay, next one that I just grabbed was Dark Night, and I think that Dark Night is one of the, you know, the ones with a lot of, you know, and a lot of talk behind it as when it comes to Alexandria fragrances. This one is mentioned a lot, and this one right here is inspired by Kilian's Black Phantom. And to me, my only thing with Black Phantom is, of course, it smells terrific, it smells great, but on my skin it doesn't really jump out the skin like that. The original as well as this one, like I said, it smells fantastic, but I would like it to project a bit more. I would like for it to not be so much of a come in close type scent, you know what I mean? I want it to go outside of an arm's length, because something that smells like this, I definitely want people around me to get a whiff of it, because I know that they will enjoy the scent profile as much as I do. This one is just a great fragrance, you know, some amazing notes in it, which I will not really cover notes in this video because of so many that I have to talk about, but definitely when I get the full bottle I will be covering those notes, as well as, you know, other things as far as like projection, longevity, things of that nature. But this right here in this next up video is just to really cover up some must-haves that I got on my list that's coming up. So there you have it, Dark Night, another great one, inspired by Kilian's Black Phantom. Smells great. Next up on the list we have Hawaii Volcano, one fragrance that has been on my list since basically I started this whole thing. Was Creed's Virgin Island Water. I sampled the thing a long time ago from Decant X. You get this amazing, you know, vacation type fragrance that has some great coconut in it. Definitely like coconut fragrances, and you get that bouginess from it as well. And this one right here, Hawaii Volcano, smells just like Creed's Virgin Island Water. So I just acquired this sample not too long ago because I definitely wanted to give this a shot before I went out and tried to, you know, find a deal on Creed's Virgin Island Water, because of the Creed's Virgin Island Water price. Like a 50 ml, that's still $200+, and for a 50 ml, I'm just not gonna do it when I can get 100 ml of this. Smells the same and it projects like a beast. You know, definitely getting this one right here. That is Hawaii Volcano, inspired by Creed's Virgin Island Water. Fantastic. Let's keep it going. Alright, next fragrance up on the list is a Roja Dove inspired fragrance, and this one is called Sweetest Old from, again, Alexandria Fragrances. The thing about the original Sweetie Aoud is a great, you know, gourmand bakery type of scent, which is unique, and I think that the dry down on that one is sexy as well. I would say that these aren't exactly 100 to 100% the same, but you're definitely going to get a good 95% from this one right here. Something that can easily put you in the ballpark of Roja's, you know, Sweetie Aoud. This one, to me, I think it's on par and the same when it comes to projection and longevity with the Roja fragrance. So Alexandria's Sweetest Old is definitely one that's on the list. Definitely one I can't wait to have for the upcoming fall and winter time, because it smells fantastic. You still get that bakery smell, that patisserie smell with this one, just like their original. Definitely one to check out. Alright, so last Alexandria fragrance on the next up list we have right here is called Funtastic. And this one right here is a inspired fragrance of Tom Ford's Effin' Fabulous. And to me, I sampled their original Effin' Fabulous, and it always came across as it was a unique smell, but something that I would definitely, it wasn't on the list to have, and especially for the price that they're charging for Effin' Fabulous for Tom Ford, that's definitely a no-go for me. But when I sample Funtastic, this one, in my opinion, it's better is more balanced. You don't get any of the weird notes that stick out. With this one right here, it's just well balanced, smooth. This would be an anytime fragrance. Something that definitely smells unique. And you're gonna stick out with this one. So I think that this definitely is a better buy, not only in price range, but as in scent profile, and the work that they did with this one right here is just fantastic, because this one to me beats out the original, which is the inspired Tom Ford's Effing Fabulous. So for me, Fantastic is the way to go, and great name too. Alright, so got 4 fragrances left right here, all fragrances that I must have. These samples came from LuckyScent. So we're just gonna start this thing off with Initio's Side Effect. And this thing right here, I just got it probably like a few days ago, because out of all the Initio Parfums fragrances, I have never sampled them, never smelled them. I always had an interest in them, but now I'm just getting around to checking out the house. And Side Effect to me is a definite must-have. I don't know the notes by heart for Side Effect, but definitely what I get from Side Effect is fruitiness as well. It does project well, and I can definitely see this as a close encounters date night scent as well. Also something that's pretty versatile, not only for the cooler weather but for warmer weather as well. So that's definitely on the list. That's Initio's Side Effect. Next fragrance up on the list. Actually, I had this fragrance in the cart for a full bottle, but that was solely based off hype. I haven't sampled the fragrance, so I had it in the cart and it got sold out I think about 2 or 3 times now, only due to the fact that I haven't sampled the fragrance, and I'm trying to get out of a habit of just blind buying fragrances. So hopefully I get lucky enough when this thing comes back around that I can go ahead and pull the trigger on it, because this fragrance is amazing as well, and it is Rosendo Mateu number 5. This thing right here, you hear a lot of people say that you get a rubbery type vibe from it, and you do, but I'm saying that it's not a strong type of rubber smell where you're gonna go out there smelling like a rubber tire. This thing dries down to an amazing, sensual, sexy smelling, fragrance that's just, in my opinion, captivating. And this thing is going to have a great aura around you. This could be another date night scent. A lot of these are date night scents, but this one right here can be another date night scent, because you're going to smell, fantastic. Something's going to happen with this one right here. It's amazing. Like I said, you're going to hear a lot of people talk about the rubbery aspect of it, but definitely, trust me, it ain't nothing compared to the way this thing smells. It's Rosendo Mateu number 5. Last 2 samples that I got on the next up list is going to be coming from the same perfumer or the same house, and that is Marc-Antoine Barrois. And the 2 fragrances that I have right here, one is Ganymede, and the other one is either Encelade or Encelade. Not really sure how you pronounce that, but both of these are fantastic. So a little bit about Encelade or Encelade. This one to me, you have some sweetness to it, but you also have a tad bit of masculinity to this one tucked in the background. This one I would say is unisex, smells amazing. You do get a great projection and longevity from it. Something that just came out recently, one that I'm glad I grabbed a sample of, because I definitely want to have this one in my collection. Probably for this one, I'm going to go for the 30 mil, because they do come in the 30 mil size at around like 115-ish or something like that. And I don't think I would need more than that due to the amount of fragrances in my collection. But definitely it's a great fragrance to have. We'll be acquiring 30 mil of that. But this one right here, just trying to get away from the 100 mils, but I have to get 100 mil of this one, because I don't think a 30 mil would be enough, even though this thing projects like a beast, and the longevity of it, in my opinion, lasts more than enough time that anybody would need. Ganymede is the one. This should be every man's signature scent, because you get everything that you need from this one. You get the masculinity, like I said, you get the projection, the longevity, and the scent profile on this one is just everything wrapped up in one. It's classic, it's modern, it's manly, it's every single thing. If you have seen anybody hype this fragrance up, I would say that this one is definitely worth the hype. Can't wait to get 100 ml of this one and give you guys a full bottle review. So with that being said, those are all the fragrances that are must-haves for me and that are next up to come in my collection. You want to be sure to go ahead and subscribe right now, because once I get the full bottle of these fragrances, you can expect a full review and my full personal opinion of all of these fragrances. So we had a bunch of Alexandria fragrances, and we had some samples from LuckyScent. All of these things are amazing. All of these are some top-notch smelling scents, and I thank you guys for always tuning in, watching these videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all this stuff, help your boy out, and we're gonna continue to pump out new content. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe, click the notification bell, and if you enjoyed the video, also leave me a like or dislike, drop some comments, you know, stuff like that. And also check out one of these videos.